Hello and welcome back to Minden Hills Fishing. I'm Paul Caruana and today we'll be diving into another virtual lake tour. Today's lake is Head Lake, located along the north side of Highway 45, just west of Norland, Ontario. 45 also known as Monk Road to some of the cottagers out that way. Head Lake has a max depth of 24.5 feet along the middle east side of the lake. There's an island there. I'll go over that in the virtual lake tour once we dive into my computer. The surface area of Head Lake is roughly 2,400 acres squared. The boat launch for Head Lake is off of 45 on the very southeast side of the lake. You can't miss it. As you're coming along 45, you'll notice there's a parking area on the left side if you're going east, and once you pass the boat launch, you'll notice there's a big hill going upwards, so you can't really miss it. It's on the left. You'll see it as you're driving along 45. There are three main rivers that go into Head Lake. On the north side, they're called Head River. One on the west is Head River. It's a very beautiful long river, and on the east side, it goes into Fishhog Lake. There's no other access to Fishhog Lake, like a public launch or anything like that. But you can take your canoe, kayak, any very small boats in through the river, and I believe you may have to portage, so you would either need a kayak or a canoe. And on the southwest side of Head Lake, there is a small creek that leads into Rush Lake, a very small, it's almost like a very big pond that there are a few cottages on. I'm sure there's lots of fish that go in there to feed in the early mornings and evenings. Head Lake does tend to get very busy on especially long weekends. There is the odd tournament that goes on there, but if you catch it during the week, or even go, if you get there early enough and on Friday or Saturday morning, chances are you'll beat everybody. You know what they say, early bird gets the worm, right? Fish species in the lake. Muskie, walleye, large and smallmouth bass, yellow perch, and black crappie. Now, if you'd be so kind to jump in the computer with me and we'll take a virtual tour of what's going on in the lake. I'll show you the deep spot, I'll show you the rivers, and the boat launch. You'll get a better idea of where the boat launch is. Alright, come on. Here we are. This is Head Lake off of Monk Road. Runs along the west and south side of the lake. As I said before, the deepest part of the lake is on the west side of this little island here. It's about this big of the area. It really drops down right down here. So if you wanna do any of that deep fishing in the lake, about 24.5 feet deep, you're gonna want to hang out around the center east side of the lake. And the boat launch, I'll take you right there. This is the boat launch right here. There's a big hill that comes up that you go up on if you continue on Monk Road. So that's where you'll know when you're at the right spot. It's just on the left side. I believe it's a 60-kilometer-an-hour zone, so it is a pretty slow area. Hopefully everyone does the speed limit there. I know I've come across a few people who go nuts in the area. But stay safe, because there are a lot of family cottages there, so you'll get kids crossing the road to try and get to the lake to do some fishing or kayaking or just going for a swim. So yes, do be diligent with your driving. And yeah, it's a very big open lake. It does get busy on the weekends. World of a difference when it comes to busyness of the boat launch and getting a bit crowded on the lake. We usually do most of our fishing around the island and along the east side of the lake. There's also some nice weed beds in around here. And yeah, it's a huge lake. It's very open, like I said. Be careful with the winds. It does tend to get a little bit choppy. I mean, it's not that big of a lake, but it does get a bit choppy out there because it's such a big open area. There's lots of winds come through. Now, what's interesting to me, and I haven't done this myself yet, but I'm really looking forward to get an opportunity to do it this summer,
is to take this. I want to bring the canoe or kayak and try and get up in here. To get up in here and take this river to Fish Hog Lake. It looks very, very quiet. There's not many cottages around the shoreline, and it just looks like a beautiful place to get some fishing in and some quiet time, just to enjoy Mother Nature. I think that would be a great opportunity.
Looking for walleyes around the evening or early morning hours, you're going to want to come hang out around the mouths of the rivers, because that's where they like to come in for feeding, and for Rush Lake along the southwest side as well. So that is it for Head Lake. Thank you very much. Alright, well that's all I've got for you for Head Lake. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. That's all I got to show you for Head Lake today. Hope you guys enjoyed the virtual tour. Gave you a good idea of where the boat launch is, the 3 rivers, and the fish species that are in it. Happy fishing. I'm Paul Caruana. This is Minden Hills Fishing. Cheers.